first thing I would look at if an agent is going wrong, I suppose you need to look at what's going wrong, but I would certainly be looking at whether they were a member of a redress scheme. I'd be writing a letter of complaint to them and threatening to report them to a redress scheme. I'd be looking at whether they're a member of a professional body, and again looking at that, and then taking a close look at what exactly has gone on in this tenancy. Is there a proper tenancy agreement in place with a tenant that we can identify? Is the deposit protected? Is the deposit protection information properly served? Has the rent been produced? What's been subtracted from it, and for what reasons? Looking at that information is core, and then probably trying to bypass the agent and get in touch with the tenant directly and get the tenant's side of how much rent's been paid each month, and of course making sure they're the same figures. I've come across a few frauds where the tenant was paying one figure, but the rent that the landlord was told that he was being paid was less, and the agent was pocketing the difference, which is a fairly obvious scam, but actually works quite a lot because people don't often talk to the tenant and don't look at the tenancy agreement. So it's always worth just asking some core questions like that. So I would tend to be looking at those points and then seeking very quickly to find a way to terminate the agent's instruction for non-performance of duty, and just bypassing them altogether, and then wherever possible trying to put it into the hands of a better agent to take control of the situation and manage the relationship better. Sometimes, to be completely honest, you're going to have to accept your money's gone. If an agent is a limited company and is being wound up because they can't run their business properly, then you'll be owed money, but so will lots of other people. It may not be particularly worth trying to line up in the bankruptcy, because the chances are you'll be standing behind a bank or someone else like that who's going to get there way before you do, or the employees. So it's sometimes more important to remove yourself from the relationship as quickly as possible and move on to a better agent. And part of the problem I tend to find with scams is that people try and ride it out for too long in the hope that things will get better, whereas it's usually better to grasp the situation somewhat aggressively, and of course I would say that, but to get out of the situation as quickly as possible and get someone else to manage the property.